It's time for the results of my 2 million coin trade day. Here's a look at the 6 cards available in the trade day. We got Vince Dunn, Bobby Smith, Dylan Larkin, Noah Dobson, Conor McDavid, and Alexis Lafreniere. I'm going to go through each one of these cards individually, checking the trades, and I'm going to try and make the best trade possible. I have the prices written down for how much I spent for each one of the cards, but I have not checked trades beforehand, and I'm not going to be checking the auction house for what card prices are. Now, as a heads up, there's over 200 trades. So first of all, thank you for sending in trades, guys. This is going to make this a lot of fun. The last one we tried to do on Old Gen only had about 38 to 40, so yeah, it's a little bit more this time. So yes, thank you for sending in trades. However, because there's so many of them, I'm likely going to have to cut some of it out. Just know that I appreciate every single person that sent in a trade. I'm sorry if I have to cut yours out, but otherwise, if I didn't, this video would literally be 2.5 to 3 hours long. Now, once I'm done checking trades, I am going to go ahead and see how much each card is selling for, and I'll tell you how much I spent on the card, so then we can compare the two and see just how well I did. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video if you want to see some more trade days, and let's get into it. Like I said, over 200 trades. You guys are animals, and I appreciate you guys sending them in. We're going to start with Vince Dunn. The first trade of the day is Gabe Vilardi, Petra Nieminen, Lee Stecklin, and Kyle Connor. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is the greatest value trade. However, it's the only trade we have seen so far, so I will hang on to it. We'll flip through all the cards, all the trades, and we will choose the best one. So, trade number 2 is 87 McSorley, 86 Liljegren, and 85 Hawkins. I'm going to assume the 2 88s have more value than these ones here, so I'll reject this offer and take a look at the next one. Think of the Vince Dunn as the tutorial, so that way you know exactly what's happening in this video. The rest will be a little bit quicker. We've got Raymond, Haydu, Demko, and Lehkonen. We can go ahead and pass on this one as well. Keller and McDavid, no thank you. That first trade still in the lead here. We got William Nylander, Conor McDavid, and Vince Dunn. I'm going to assume, again, the 88s have more value. We have Kachuk, Swayman, and Doughty. We can pass on that as well. Brett, Eichel, Hintz, and Geeky. Now, Geeky at 88, just like the other two here. But again, that Bratt's probably not nearly worth as much as, say, Kyle Connor. So we can go ahead and pass on this trade. Just Malkin, Robertson, Larkin, and the Spitfires logo, which I appreciate. You know me very well, but I'm going to go ahead and pass on that as well. 90 Noah Dobson. 190 or 288s. I'm going to hang on to both of them for now. And we'll move on to trade number 3, which we can definitely pass on. But great to see Osgood. We have DeBrincat, Matthews, 90 Reinhart, and Brianne Jenner. So the 90 for a 90 makes sense. And then we have DeBrincat, Matthews, and Jenner in there. I think they're only going for like 8 to 9K a piece. But even so, that's another, 24K if I get 8K each. So, you know what? We're going to hang on to that trade there, and we'll pass on the Dobson, and we'll pass on the Vilardi and the Kyle Connor. We have a new trade in the lead. Moving on, we have Plant at a 90, and again, I'm just going to assume that the 4 cards have more value than the Plant. We have Pierre Turgeon and Mark Messier. Interesting. No idea what Messier is going for anymore. I have no idea what the icons are selling for. If you guys don't know, I don't really play with the auction house too much. 85 and a 90. I guess it's an icon, though. It's going to have more value. I'm going to hang on to both for now. Can pass on this one. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a lot more trades, and I love that the Wings jersey and the Flurry. It's a great trade. But yeah, I didn't expect this many trades on the Vince Dunn. This is kind of nice. I was expecting, 200 trades on the Laf and then, like, 1 trade on each of the other cards. You know what I mean? Rasmus Anderson. I think you want Anderson to the Leafs is what you're trying to tell me here. We have the Spitfires, Kevin He, and Matthew Shane. We can pass on that. Love seeing the Spitfire stuff come in, though. You guys know me well. We got Luke Hughes at an 88. Probably a fairly rare card, considering he doesn't have a face. However, I can't imagine he's selling for as much as some of these other cards, so we're going to pass. We have Forsberg and Ottinger. We can pass on this one as well. 91 Carter Verhaeghe, 285s, and an 84. See, this is where it starts getting tough, right? Now, does the 91 have more value than a 90 and an 85? Now, the 85 is an icon. You know what? That's got to be worth more. Like, this trade has to be worth more, right? I'm going to pass on this one, and I think I'm going to pass on the first one as well. I don't know what the icons are going for anymore, but if we can say even get like 60K for them and Turgeon's another 6, it's 120. It's about right. We'll keep moving on here. We got Dylan Larkin, Team of the Week. Good to see ya. We also have Chychrun and Matty Beniers, 90 Chychrun. I'm just going to assume that 90s are all pretty much going for the same price unless they're like a super cool custom build like the Larkin in the trade day. And then I'm going to assume that Messier has more value than Matty Beniers, so we'll pass on this. Doughty, Shen, Kucherov, and Cheevers, we can pass on that as well. There's a lot of trades on Vince Dunn. Holy, guys. Thank you for sending in trades on not just the Lafreniere. Appreciate that a lot. We got Solani, but then Fox, Caulfield, and Hedman, not enough there to make up the rest of the value. And we're down to the final 11. There's Artemi Panarin. Knew we were going to see him. Feel like we're going to see a lot of Artemi Panarins today. We got Ted Lindsay, Jason Robertson, good to see y'all, but no thank you. We are at Boone Jenner, 89 overall, we can pass. Let's just go through the final 8. Is there anything that compares to that Messier? We got that 91 Jordan Eberle there. We got McCabe, Nurse, and the final trade is Quinn Manning. Lynn Manning? I don't know. Turgeon and Messier, or 91 overall Eberle and a couple smaller cards. I'm going to pass on that. We will go with this one. I almost feel like I'm going to lose value. I don't know what Turgeon goes for, but I can't imagine Messier is going for an absolute ton. Icons just lost a lot of the value throughout the year. Happens all the time. Thank you for sending your offer. I really hope you enjoy Vince Dunn. And now we're going to take a look and see exactly how much these cards are selling for. All right, Pierre Turgeon is selling for... Is there any even on the market? Yeah, there's a bunch. Okay, so I'll probably get about 70k for him. That's fine. And then Mark Messier. What are we going to get for Mark Messier? 65. Yeah, not going for an absolute ton. So, like, it's about 130. We'll say 130 for these two here. See what the cheapest Vince Dunn is up for right now at the moment. And then I'll tell you guys what I paid for him at the time. Vince Dunn, oh, 95. He has dropped. Oh, boy. All right. All right. We made profit on that one. So Vince Dunn dropped. I paid 120k for him. He's dropped down to 95k now. Whoever sent him that trade overpaid by a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. I did pay 120. Actually, I have the exact number, 121,999. It's the cheapest one up when I bought them. When it comes to the auction house in the market, things change so drastically day to day, and even hour to hour they can change. Now, just because there's one up for 95k right now, I'm still writing down the value as 120 because that's what I paid for them. So that's like a 10k profit. Not really that big of a deal, but in the grand scheme of things, you could only get 95k for Dunn. That kind of sucks. We still have 171 offers to go through. Let's head into card number 2. Or not. Let's just get an error code. Alright, let's try that one again. Go through the active auctions. And we got in this time, and we're going to be taking a look at Bobby Smith. A very rare card. Not a lot of these cards are on the market. Not a lot of them exist. And he's a 6'4" center with 97 speed. This is a really, really good card. I don't know how it's marked as a 90 overall, but here we are. Trade number 1 for Bobby Smith is going to be 90 Palve and 90 Frank for Toronto. Now, the thing is with this Bobby Smith, because there's so few on the auction house, he has a lot more value than the typical 90. He's not going to be selling for 60k. Obviously, we'll hang on to the first trade, and the second one is Brian Propp, which is another one of those custom build cards, and Cam Fowler, the former Spitfire. See, the problem is with the custom builds, I don't know how much they actually will sell for, right? The custom build cards are very cool. I'm going to pass on the custom build only because I know how much I paid for the Bobby Smith. I think Propp sells for less than that. I don't know. It's going to be tough. We got Martin Necas, I know we can pass on. We have the 290s there. We have Alex Iafallo, fantasy card, and then Hillary Knight. I'm going to pass on this. I think there's a lot of value here. However, trying to sell an X Factor at this point in the year and trying to sell an 81 fantasy card is going to be legitimately impossible. So while it's not bad in terms of value, it's just way too hard to get rid of those cards, so I'm going to pass. Another Hillary Knight X Factor. I know we can pass on that, considering what we just did. Sergachev, Pietrangelo, a couple of injured boys right there. Hate to see it. We've got Erik Karlsson, 87, Lindholm, 87, 89 McKinnon, and 91 Demko. I feel like that might be better than the 290s here. I'm not sure what Demko would sell for, and the problem is goalies don't have a ton of value. Nathan McKinnon at an 89. Obviously, there's a lot better versions of McKinnon available, but might have a little bit of value. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm going to hang on to this one for now. Dylan Larkin. That's the second time we've seen that Team of the Week, Dylan Larkin. What else do we have here? We got Matty Beniers, and there's that Val Filppula I've been looking for a while now. Matty Beniers just doesn't have much value. Legitimately, probably like 15 to 18k, somewhere in there. Whereas Val Filppula could be all over the place. I don't think it beats out the second trade, so I'm going to have to pass on Val, but love the trade. 90 Matthews, I know we can pass on. Everyone has the MSP at this point. That card will be impossible to sell. We can pass on this one. Not a ton on Bobby Smith, so this is going to be a quick one. Love it. We can pass on the Marner and the Line. What else do we have in here? Anything crazy? Nope. We got Crosby, McAvoy, Niederreiter, and Athena. See you. Good to see ya. Jenner and Ovi. Man, that's a tough one. All right, hang on to it. We've got Suzuki, Zegras, and Eichel. We can pass on. 90 Line-A's in there. And we got a Tim Heed and a Spitfire logo. And a guy with a good haircut. He's got good hair. We've got Huber here. Again, fantasy cards, impossible to sell at this point. Especially the low overall ones. It's going to be very hard. We got Hughes, McKinnon, McDavid, Kachuk. I'll pass on this one. There's some interesting offers here, though. So we'll go through them all individually. Matthews and Hamilton will pass on. Got a few more to go through. What do we have? 93 Barzal. What on earth? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see a scenario where Matt Barzal sells for the same price as... I would assume Barzal's worth more. I'm gonna pass on that. You keep your coins. I'm not trying to get... I feel like you're overpaying there by a lot. We're down to these 4 offers here. We got Palve and Vetrano, Carlson, Lindholm, McKinnon, and Demko, Jenner and Ovi. Or we have 90 Line, 77 Tim Heed, and Brendan Hawkins. And I only really kept this one mainly because, well, you guys know me very well. Whoever sent this in, shout out to you. I am going to pass on it. Not sure what that Line is going to go for. I think I'm going to pass on this one as well. And it's going to come down to these 2 trades here. So we got Carlson, Lindholm, McKinnon, and Demko, or Jenner and Ovi. Because of sets, like trade-in sets for power-up collectibles and whatnot, cards are selling for a decent price. 87s have value. The 89 has value. I don't know about the Demko. I know he has at least the value of an 89. Not sure after that. Jenner and Ovi is going to be interesting. 91 Ovi, I just couldn't tell you what his price is. Nice to see him have a speed boost synergy. That would definitely help him. We both have a 91. They both have an 89. This one has 2 87s in it. That's my way of looking at it. Demko is going to be worth less than Ovi. McKinnon and Jenner probably worth around the same. Will I get the same amount of value for Lindholm and Carlson that makes up the value between Ovi and Demko? Probably. I'm going to take this trade here. Carlson, Lindholm, McKinnon, and Demko. Let's find out how much these cards are worth. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Bobby Smith. That card is nuts. All right, let's find out Erik Karlsson. Now, I don't expect to see a lot of these cards on the auction house, right? Like, it says 60K. I don't think he's actually worth 60K. We'll look at Lindholm, too. He'll probably be around the same price. What we're going to do is look up the value. So, yeah, I see 50 there. We're going to look at the value of 87s in general, right? Yeah, these cards are old, and they're not going to be selling for an extreme amount like that. So we're going to look up the price of 87s here. We go 50K. There's a bunch up for 50K, so we know we're getting less than 50K right now, no matter what. Under 40, yeah, see, they're not selling for 60K. There's absolutely no way when you can go under 40K to get 87s. It's just not how it's going to work. So we are officially under 40K. Let's see. So we got one for 32. I feel like that's super. Should I buy that and sell it? Jeez. We'll say about 38K then. So 76K for the 2 87s. Nathan McKinnon, I just can't imagine sells for that much. There's one for 80. There's a start price of 66. You're gonna have to look up the price of 89s as well. Can you get 89s for 70K? I mean, you can probably get them for 70K, right? I would assume. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna get 70K for McKinnon, it looks like. Just like 140 we're at, maybe, like 145-ish, somewhere in there. And then it comes down to Thatcher Demko, the 91 overall goalie. Unfortunately, goalies do not have a ton of value. This is not one that we can really look up the price, but he's not even going for 100. So we'll look up 91s, see what the cheapest 91 is. We'll look at that price as well, because not sure what I'm going to get for a goalie. As low as 76K. Yikes. All right. So we are definitely cutting it close on this one, I can tell you that. So yeah, we're definitely getting probably around 70, because it's a goalie. Probably around 70K for Demko as well. So we're like 75 here, and then we got 70 for Demko and McKinnon. Say about 210K, somewhere around there. Let's take a look and see what Bobby Smith is selling for on the auction house right now. Okay, what on earth is happening? I overpaid by a ton, or people are looking at this and not realizing the value of the card. I paid 230K for the Bobby Smith. I'm not exactly, that was the cheapest one up at the time. I'm now extremely worried that the Alexis Lafreniere's value dropped somehow on the weekend. I bought these cards Friday night and early Saturday morning, and I guess the auction house changed. I mean, it does change. It does, but like, that's an insane drop-off. That's more than like 50% drop-off, which is nuts considering the card that's available. I'm going to throw this out there. If you need a really good, speedy left winger, go get Bobby Smith. I know he's listed as a center, but his draws aren't great. 97 speed on a 6'4" forward with really good shot in hand. Guys, go get that card for 80K. Like, what on earth? Definitely, if I would have bought the cards today, I would have apparently spent a lot less. I don't know. Moving on to trade number 3, we've got the Captain's Dylan Larkin. And it's, again, a rare card. There's not a lot of them. And 98 speed in Excel. 99 draws if you get synergies active. Like, this is a very good card, but now I'm concerned that the price that I paid is going to be way too high. So let's go through it. We started off with 92 dry and 75 Vince Dunn. Now, X Factor's going to be hard to sell, but I'll hang on to the trade for now. We have not a lot there. Now, here's the thing. Pretty concerned that there's going to be one up for like 80K now, and I'm going to look like a jackass. So we're actually going to check the price of the Larkin before we continue on through the trades, because I don't know what to expect now. I don't want to be caught off guard again here and just suddenly see the card selling for a third of what I paid for it. So we're just going to go to Detroit, see if we can find a Dylan Larkin, see if there's any available. Should be a pretty rare card. There shouldn't be a lot of them. All right, there's one here. He's up for 470 by now. 199, so that's about right. That's about right. I paid 200K for him, so that's about right. I feel better. We can continue on with this. Trade number 2, we have Reinhart, Wheeler, and Sciamura. We're going to pass on this one. That 92 dry probably has more value. McKinnon and Rantanen, 89.91. Not sure what they're going to sell for. We'll hang on to the trade. We got 90 Pietrangelo. Anthony Stolar is the best goalie in the game in a Spitfire jersey. Good to see y'all. We got Okanora. We have Terry, Jordan Greenway, and Simone Benoit. I'm going to pass on this one as well. That 92 dry, man, might be good. We got Kyle Connor we can pass on. Mika Zibanejad at 91 overall. I think we can pass on it. I don't... The problem with Leon as well is he's kind of slow, so might not have a ton of value. We got Mark Messier and Mangiapane. We can pass on that. DeBrincat, Larkin, and Joel Farabee. Good to see everyone here, but I can pass on it. I appreciate you trying to upgrade your Larkin, but the value's just not quite there. We've got Mark Messier. We can pass on this one. Spitfire jersey next to that. Love it. We have Jack Hughes, Stuart Skinner, and hey, look, Bobby Smith. We just took a look at his price, and, well, I guess we're going to pass on it, even though I paid a lot for the Bobby Smith. I feel stupid. It's fine. Moving on. We have Crosby, Stevie Y, and Jake Wallman. If that Steve Eisman had more value, that'd be great, but at an 88 MSP, that was very easy to make. Doesn't have a ton of value. I know that already. We can pass. Raymond Matthews and Tyler Toffoli, we can pass on that as well. Still have a decent amount of offers on the Larkin, though. I appreciate it. Again, guys, thank you for sending in trades to the lower-end cards, like the lower overalls and that. A lot of times when we do a trade day, everyone goes for the big one, which makes sense. We got that Team of the Week Larkin again. So yeah, I appreciate you guys sending in offers. We got that 91 Aho I'll pass on. That Weber we can pass on. Very easy to make. And like any cards that are easy to make, unfortunately, not going to have a ton of value because you can just make them for cheap. 91 Pedersen, if you didn't have the MSP that came out, that could be good, but he's definitely going to drop. Now, there's another interesting one. There's a Mike Gartner card. This is a very interesting one because he is also a custom build. He's also 90 overall. He's basically right-handed Larkin, right? Like, Larkin's a lefty, Gartner's a righty, and they're basically the same card. I'm going to hang on to it for now. I'm going to hang on to... Oh, we got that Slav. I've seen him go for a decent amount. A lot of people want that card. I'll hang on to that as well. We've got 92 Ovi. Okay, so... A lot of defense... Oh, no, that 90 Kane! Ah, man. All right, that's a tough one for me to pass on. We've got Kane returning to Chicago today while I'm recording the video. That's a tough one for me to pass on, for sure. Hildeby, Ekblad, and Panarin we can pass on. Hi, Panarin. We had another trade offer come in. 87 Malkin, Robertson, and Larkin. We can definitely pass on that as well. We have Barkov, Thomas, and Lindbergh. No, thank you. 92 Matthews in there, but again, that MSP just came out. Can't imagine... With the MSP coming out that the 92 is going to go for as much as it used to. We have a lot of offers to look at here, though. A lot. Reinhardt, Couturier, Knight, we can pass on that. A lot of Hillary Knights in this as well for some reason. Kane and Nabokov, we have that 90 Kane, so I'll hang on to that one instead. We can pass on that trade. Hedman and Ovi, jeez, alright. This is going to be tough. I don't know. We're looking for about 200k in value. But, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is an overpayment, by the way. I think Dunn and Draisaitl is an overpay. I could be wrong on that, but I'm going to pass on it. I think you're overpaying. I'm going to go with Patrick Kane and UC Okanura. I really just want the Patrick Kane card. This is more of a trade. Instead of going for, like, equal value, I'm going for sentiment. And I would love to have the milestone Patrick Kane, the Wings card art, you know what I mean? I would love to have that card, and I think it's a good trade. So enjoy your Dylan Larkin, Patrick Kane, and Okanura. Now, we are going to take a look at the prices, of course, of these cards. Patty Kane, what's he selling for? You know what I mean? Looking at this trade here, you know, Patrick Kane could be going for, you know, I think 60k was what we were looking at, or he could be going for more. There's not really any way of knowing. I think he's still available in packs right now. And he's about 100k. If I get 100k for Kane, I'm happy, but I'm going to try him out. And Okanura, probably not selling for that much. Now that I think about it, 70k, just under 60. So if we go 110 for Kane, which is the cheapest one up, we go 70k for Okanura. That's 180. Lost out on a little bit there. Enjoy your Dylan Larkin. I hope you really enjoy him because, like, I'm going to be buying that card ASAP. Hopefully not overpaying for him, but I think we made a pretty good trade there. I lost out on a little bit on that, but, like, that Patrick Kane is going to be great for my squad. I feel a lot better after the Larkin trade. We have 107 trades to go with 3 cards to do. Interesting. Not as many as I thought on the laugh, I bet. I'm thinking that we're going to have a decent amount of trades on the Dobson and McDavid. Now, for Noah Dobson, He's 93 overall. Now, I'm concerned, again, that maybe I overpaid for the card, so I am going to look up his price. I'll also tell you how much I spent and how much I'm going to be looking for in terms of value here. Where is Stars of the Month? All the way up here. All right, we got Noah Dobson. Okay, that's an 85, thank God. 155. Is that the cheapest? It is the cheapest, 155. I paid 170, so that's about right. A 15k drop-off, so we're looking for about 170k in terms of value for 93 Noah Dobson. We started off with Igor Shesterkin at a 91, David Perron, Alex Romanov, and the Spitfire jersey. Trade number 2 is Austin Matthews and Nathan McKinnon. I'm going to assume that one's probably worth more, just being honest with you, so we're going to hang on to that. We get Fantasy Hurdle. He's hurt, right? That's an interesting one. He's probably going to be impossible to sell because of his injury. I'm going to pass. Probably decent value on the card, but unless he comes back from injury, that's probably not going to happen. We'll pass on the Flipper, even though I love him. I think the first trade will have more value. We got 91 Morrissey and then an 84 and an 83. Unfortunately, just not enough value with the other two cards. Forsberg, Markstrom, and Toffoli. Again, we can pass on that one. Markstrom might have a little bit of value because he's tall, but that would be about it. We can pass on Zibanejad. Again, I don't think there's enough with the trades there. Trocheck at an 89 we'll pass on. This one might be easy. We might not have too many trade offers that actually rival the price here. This is all right. We got Forsberg and Lehkonen. We can pass on that. And we're down to the final. Hey, Dylan Larkin again. Hi. We're down to the final ones here. So not a lot of offers for Dobson and not a lot of high-value offers for Dobson. We have 90 Pettersson. Probably not going to get as much as the 89 and the 90 here. Lafreniere at a 90. Probably not going to be worth it. Oh, boy. 93 Fox. There we go. We have a trade that could be equal. Hi, Noah Dobson. Why would you? No. 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 Why would you send that? I guess it would be perfect value in and out, but no, that's not what we're trying to do here. We're not trying to take card for card. Now, come on. The first trade here was Crosby and Hughes. What else do we have? We have Matthews and McKinnon, Fox and Ekblad, and then this one we can pass on. So, wow. All right. Are we going with the 93 Fox, or are we going with the 90 and the 89? I mean, realistically, we're probably going 93 Fox, right? Realistically, trying to get the same amount of value in and out. Matthews and McKinnon, it'd be close, right? Probably be close. If we can get like 70k each, it'd be 140. It'd be close. I'm going to take the Adam Fox, 93 for 93. We got the Aaron Ekblad in there, too. He's from Windsor. We'll accept it and take a look at the price of that 93 Fox, but in the end, I'm going to assume that we did pretty well on that one. I paid 170 for that Noah Dobson. Where is the 93 Fox? I'm blind, apparently, and couldn't find him. Let's see what the price is for the 93 Adam Fox. $199, but he's not selling. Probably going to end up being around the same price. I'm not concerned. That's a pretty good trade. Dobson has the height. Fox has the skating. In the end, I'll probably end up breaking even on that trade. That's good. We have 2 cards left, 85 offers to go through. First up, Conor McDavid. In the first trade I see, 94 Panarin, 86 Harley, and we have a Bobby Clark. Or we have 91 Shesterkin, 90 Line A, and 90 Sutter. Suter? We're going to hang on to the 94. We are. We're going to hang on to that 94 for now. Next up, we have Dunn, Suzuki, Yossi, and Hamilton. We can pass on. We have Marner, Thomas, and Simone Benoit. We can pass on that. I'm going to pass on the Jack Hughes. Probably an amazing card, don't get me wrong. Just think that the 94 for a 94, having the extra value of the 15k for Bobby Clark and the, 20k or whatever for Thomas Harley kind of makes up for it. We have Iafallo, Carlson, and Suzuki. Again, Iafallo going to be impossible to sell, so I'm going to pass on that one. We have Gordie Howe. I know he was under 200k at one point. We got Solani, Sakic, and Sedin. A lot there. I'm going to hang on to it. We got 94 Makar. I'm going to hang on to that. We can pass on this one. Oh, boy. We got some big boy offers here. Now, I did not tell you guys how much I spent on the McDavid. I will do that when we're done looking at the cards, but this is going to be a tough one, I bet. Dylan Larkin, Team of the Week. Again, cards everywhere. We have Pasta, Matheson, Thomas, and Deline. We can pass on that. Lino Marchini. Not sure how to say it. 92 overall. Could be going for a lot, but here's the problem. Again, it's a fantasy card. I don't know how many games he has left. I'm not allowed to look stuff up. I am going to pass on it. This could be a mistake, and I could be losing out on value, but I am going to pass on it. Probably a good trade. In the end, I just don't know how easy it'll be to sell. I don't know how many games they have left. I have no idea, so I'm just going to pass. We have Jaguar, Bobrovsky, Swayman, and Igor. Bunch of goalies, but we can pass on that. He's got another trade offer here. Somebody sent in that Hurdle again. Again, I because of the injury, probably not selling for a ton. So we have Weber, Matheson, Greenway, and Pacioretty. We'll pass. Down to the final 11. We got Barkov, DeBrincat, and a power-up collectible. All right. We have Gordie Howe straight up. Obviously not going to be the same as the other trade. We have Brendan Moore, Teravainen, Konechny. I mean, Teravainen at a 93 could be all right. I don't know. I'll hang on to it, I guess. Not sure what the 93 will be selling for. We have Carter Verhaeghe we can pass on. And we have another McDavid. Lucas Raymond, Shane Wright, Spitfire logo. You know me well, but no, I'll pass on that. We have 94 McDavid. Now, I can appreciate you trying to upgrade your McDavid. However, pretty sure the 95 will actually sell for more. So, I'm going to pass there. We have Larkin, Hughes, prop. That Hughes at 93 could be interesting. It comes down to these 5 trades. I'm going to pass on the Makar. You got to assume a 95 is going to go for more than a 94, just how it is. I'm going to pass on the 94 Panarin. I might take the icons in this situation. We've seen the 85 icons are selling for about, what, 60k, I think it was? So that'd be 120 for those two. Sakic's only about 15, so that'd be 135. But then we have Gordie Howe, which is, I'm hoping for 200, which would be about what I spent for McDavid. I paid 340 for him. I don't know what Teravainen is going to sell for, and I don't know what Hughes is going to sell for. I'm going to pass on Teravainen. No other offers came in. Let's take the Gordie Howe, Daniel Sedin, Joe Sakic, and Teemu Selanne. We're going to say about 60k each for Sedin and Selanne, 60, 65k. So it really comes down to Gordie Howe on how much we're going to do here. I hope you enjoy your Conor McDavid. All right, 85 power-up icons. What are they selling for? We got 73, 64. So yeah, they're about 60k that you're going to get. So we'll say 120. We'll bump it up to 103. Say we get 65. So 130k. So it really comes down to Gordie Howe, right? We got 130. We'll say 145 because of the Sakic, because they're super cheap to make and whatnot. So it comes down... Where are my cards? I just want to see the price here of Gordie Howe. All right, that's what it comes down to. Will we break even on this trade? Or are we going to lose value? What's going to happen? Gordie Howe, what are you selling for? There's a bunch up. I'm going to go 200k max, and we're going to see. And what just happened? What? Huh? The hell just happened? We're going to try that again. That was really strange. Let's just go through it. There's only 13 of them. 170, 150! Yikes. All right, so I ended up losing value on the Conor McDavid. If I get 65k for each of the 85s, that's going to be 130. Say 15k for the Sakic, that's 145. And 150 for Gordie Howe, that's 295. I paid 340 for the Conor McDavid. That's a big L. Now, I'm going to see the Conor McDavid. I want to see if maybe he just dropped in price as well, and I don't feel as bad, but I do feel pretty stupid on that trade. We'll take a look. Maybe he dropped as well, and the card prices are just dropping, you know what I mean? It's one for 350. I paid for 340 for him. And the cheapest one is 350, so nope. On to the final card here, the Alexis Lafreniere fantasy card. He has 57 offers on him, and I paid 1.15 million coins for it. I'm really hoping he did not drop in value, kind of like, you know, some of the other cards, but we'll see. Trade number 1, 88 Zacha, 94 Kachuk, and 93 Dobson. That Zacha is a fantasy card as well. We have 92 Lemieux, 93 Pasta, 93 Draisaitl. Yeah, this is going to be a big one. This trade is going to be huge. We got another Gordie Howe. We're going to pass on the Gordie Howe trade. We know he has not a lot of value, and there's a lot of trades we need to go through. We got Marchini. Again, I don't know his price. I don't know how many games are left in his season. I'm going to pass on that one. We have... That 93 Yager is really tempting. I don't imagine he's going for 1 million coins, though. That's an amazing, interesting card, but he's not going for 1 million coins, right? I'm going to pass on it. And La Barbara's in there, of course, and that was a big meme on the channel. We got that 95 McDavid. There's an Igor in there, but yeah, the value's not there at all. We're looking for 1.1 million. I don't think we're even close with either of these trades, right? I'd say Lemieux's what? 250. Pasta's probably around the same with Dry, so we're still missing out on a ton of value here. I'm gonna get rid of the first one. Oh man, Zacha might be alright though. Zacha might have some value. I'm gonna pass on the second one. That Lemieux, I have him on my No Money Spent team. Great card, but we got Sandin and Robertson. I'm gonna pass on this one. Sandin's not done much this year. We have Team of the Year, Sarah Fillier, and then 90 Matthews. Unfortunately, I am gonna pass on that. Nice to see a Team of the Year card art though. Cool. We have a bunch of not anywhere near what we're looking for. Lemieux, Eriksson, Eisman, and Vasilevsky. Again, that Lemieux, great card, but the value is definitely not there. Don't think the value is going to be there either for that one. Oh boy, making me nervous. We have that Hurdle. We have that Cole Caulfield. I'm not sure if that's the special art or the other one. Regardless, I don't think the value's there, especially with Hurdle being injured. We have Lucas Raymond. Yes. Right. That Lucas Raymond card I've wanted all year, of course. I am going to hang on to it for now. That's going to be a hard one for me to reject. Laf for Raymond. I know Laf is a higher overall. He probably sells for more, but that Raymond, going to be very hard for me to say no to, considering, you know, I'm a Wings fan. And there's Ethan Gauthier. We can pass on that one because, again, I don't know how many games are left in their season. And the problem is with the, like, a lot of leagues, especially the CHL, they have a lot less games than the NHL, so probably almost done his year. We have Bowen Byram, Thatcher Demko, Cole Caulfield. I can pass on this, I think. Yeah, I think so. We have Teravainen. Now, if Teravainen wasn't easily made, maybe... Oh, that's tough, man. That's tough. I'm hanging on to it. We got Svech, Trottier, Jack Hughes, and David Pastrnak. Some really cool cards here. I'm going to pass on it. I think I'm going to pass on the Zaka. The Tkachuk and Dobson are great. We know Dobson's like 150, right? So, Tkachuk, say we get 200, that'd be 350. Is Zaka selling for that much? Probably not. But Lucas Raymond's going to be really hard to... Oh, okay, we got another Lucas Raymond. We can get rid of this Lucas Raymond. Thanks for the other Lucas Raymond, and we have a 90 to Brinkett with it. Cool, cool. I like it. That helps a bit. We got Ovi, Richard, Pedersen, Sawchuk we can pass on. We got Slav, we got Kucherov, Ovi, and Quentin Byfield. We can pass on that one. Oh, man. Getting nervous here. I'm getting nervous. I don't know if we're going to be able to make the right trade. Anderson there. Apparently Detroit's in on him. That could be cool. Only needs 4 more goals, but I don't know how many goals he's scored. I don't really keep track with the Flames. I'm going to pass on it, even though that could be a really cool card. McDavid, Tkachuk, Nylander, Greenway, some cool cards. And, of course, Jordan Greenway, the meme on the channel, but we can pass on that. We have Zaka, Yossi, and Carlson. We'll pass. Hughes and Tkachuk, we can definitely pass on. Looking for 1.1 million coins in terms of value. I don't know if we're going to get that. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if we're going to get it. Sandin, Hurdle, and Lundell. And the problem is, again, Hurdle is injured. Sandin has absolutely no max price. He's an 86 with a 300k max price. So yeah, we can pass on that one. Dang, that's really low. Another Lucas Raymond. This one with Ryan Ellis and a couple Laffies. I'm going to say the 90 probably sells for more. Maybe. Yeah, we'll just hang on to the 90 to Brinkett. Keep the Red Wings going here. We got a bunch of Boone Jenners. Shout out to Bacon Country. We have Saros Fantasy, Ray Bork, Rantanen, and Mike Green. Love the Mike Green card. Saros Fantasy, not going to go for much. So we can pass on the rest of it there. We have Yzerman and Matthews. Pretty cool. Lots of trades to go still. Evan Bouchard. Oh, boy. All right. Evan Bouchard. 94 overall. He is a defenseman. 3 goals away from 99. All right. We're going to hang on to it. That's going to be a really hard one to decline. I know a lot of these cards have a lot of value. There's another Bowen Byram. A lot of these cards have a lot of value. We had another one that came in. Pass on it. These fantasy cards are probably going to be hard to sell as well. And that's fine, you know what I mean? You have to expect fantasy for fantasy, right? You have to expect it. But, dang, what one do I take in this situation? I have no idea. We get Morrissey or Matthews and Stone. We can pass. Well, we're going through. There's Trevor Zegras at a 78. Oh, jeez. Poor Zegs. All right, we're in the final trades here, though. There's that Matt Sundin, and he has a decent amount of value. We got 93 Martyr, 91 Demko. It's going to come down to the 3 fantasies. It is. Oh, no. Who am I going to take? I went sentiment already. I already went with Patrick Kane. I can't go with Raymond on this, too. I feel like I'm going to end up losing. Oh, wait. We got Chychrun and Rasmus Anderson. Oh, my. All right. It comes down to the... We got the 2 wings in there as well. Oh no, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be interesting. Do I take the 2 fantasy cards and the 30k for Lidstrom and Yzerman? But do I take the 2 fantasy cards and hope that they're selling for a bunch? Or do I take the Evan Bouchard and hope he's selling for a ton? Now, you gotta assume Bouchard's probably selling for around the same as Laf, right? They're both, you know, scoring a decent amount. They're both have really high max prices. The max price on Raymond is lower than Laf. And the max price on Teravainen is higher than Laf. I don't think the max price is going to tell me shit, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think it's telling me anything anymore. If it's low, like super low, then I don't need to worry about it. But if it's high, I don't think it matters. I'm going to pass on Teravainen. Oh, that's going to hurt, man. Okay, Teravainen's gone. I really don't want to do this. I don't. But I'm going to pass on the Lucas Raymond. He's only a 92. Laf is going to be a 94 on Tuesday. He scored last night. I just don't think the value is going to be there. Oh, that really hurts to do. We have Evan Bouchard, or I take the risk on Chychrun and Anderson. Do I take the risk, or do I just sell Evan Bouchard? Just 1 for 1, essentially. Wow. This is, yeah, this is tough. This is a hard one. I paid $1.15 million for Alexis Lafreniere. I mean, if I get $500K a piece for them, even, I'm looking good, right? I've got to get $500K for Anderson and Chychrun, right? But then there's Evan Bouchard. And he's probably selling for the same price as... You know what? We'll take the risk. We'll take the risk. Oh, that's probably a mistake. I probably really just screwed up. Gonna be dead honest with you. But let's find out. Chychrun, what are you selling for? Please be a decent amount. Oh no, he's less than 400. All right, Anderson, come in clutch for me. Please. Okay, man, yeah, we definitely lost out here. We'll probably get about 800K, 815 for the cards combined here. Oh no, wow, let's go see what Evan Bouchard's selling for. I see 2 million. Which, if that's the case, I'm actually glad I didn't take it, because I would have scammed that guy. Bad. 1.8, like, if he's selling for, like, 1.5 even, that I would have scammed him. So, I kind of feel better that I didn't take it. Let's take a look at Lucas Raymond, then. We'll see how we did here. Where's Lucas? 630 he's selling for. Or, here's the start price. There's one for 860. You know what? In the end, it doesn't really matter. Out of the 3 trades I held on to, the Raymond, I guess the DeBrincat would have been added onto that. Raymond may have been the best one. The Evan Bouchard would have been a scam, and I'm not trying to scam you. I am not taking that. I'm glad I did not take that trade. Laugh. Let's see what Laugh is selling for, actually. I paid 1.15, but he did score last night. So maybe he went up. Maybe. Let's find out. Alexis Lafreniere, what are you selling for? 1.2? Okay, yeah, so he may have gone up a little bit, but that still would have been a massive scam if I took that Evan Bouchard. In the end, I spent 2 million coins on the trade day, or just under 2 million coins. I didn't make back 2 million coins, but that's okay. I had fun. Hopefully you won one of the cards. Hopefully it was one of the ones where you got a lot of decent profit. I'm kind of annoyed I didn't take the Lucas Raymond. I could have had him. Let him slip through my fingers, but it is what it is. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Really quickly, I'm going to write down the values of each one of these cards, go through them individually, write them down and tell you exactly how much value I got back. Again, I spent just around 2 million. It was just under 2 million. That's how much I had. So we'll say 2 million coins, and I ended up getting back 1.8, apparently. According to the calculator, 1.8. So I lost out on like 120K. Honestly, that's really not that bad. I thought it was going to be worse than that, so I feel better. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the trade day. If you want to see another one, make sure you leave a like on the video. We'll do another one in the future. For now, I'm gone. Hell, maybe I use some of these cards in the future trade day. If you guys want to see that, let me know down below. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Have a great night. See y'all tomorrow with another video. Let's go Red Wings. Stay frosty.